I'm Mike.
I'm Dan.
I'm Zach.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Rachel, and you're listening to JC Radio, JC Interviews.
Hey guys, what's up? Before we get started on the interview itself, I got to tell you the quick backstory on what's going on right now, or else a lot of the content won't make sense. So basically, I meet the guys in a small venue in St. Louis, and the venue is so small that if we were to go in the green room, it'd be loud. If we were to go into any room in there, it would be loud. So they so as kind and nicely invite me to go to their van in, ironically, the dark part of the parking lot, and to, I guess, enjoy their company and eat candy. They told me there was candy in the van as the bass player was crawling towards the van in the parking lot. It was very interesting. Anyway, so they open up their van to me. They invite me in, and I guess you'll listen to what happens next. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the Wild and Free JC Interviews. Hope you enjoy.
How are you today, man?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome.
I'm going to do the intro later, and we'll just get right into it.
Sweet.
Okay, who the heck am I with right now?
The Wild and Free!
Woo!
Yay!
The Wild and Free.
All right. Cool. So that's all your guys' names is the Wild and Free?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I
I
love
guess we
it.
can start over here, Mark.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Mark. I play drums.
I'm Zach. I play the bass.
Rachel, the vocalist.
I'm Dan. I play guitar.
I'm Mike, and I play the other guitar.
And I'm John, and I'm the interviewer, so.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan. So,
Jonathan, oh boy.
Jonathan.
so let's start very basic, just as basic as you could get. How the heck did you guys become a thing?
Yeah, so Dan, the other guitar player, myself, our old band was just breaking up. It was coming to an end, and we had a big heart-to-heart with each other and decided we didn't want to stop playing music. So that night, we watched the movie The Rocker with Rainn Wilson, which is amazing, completely accurate, awesome rock movie.
We got drunk.
And we got drunk off grape bombs, and the night ended with us like holding each other, crying, saying like, "Hey, let's keep writing music. Let's not do it, or let's keep doing it." And we decided we wanted a female vocalist and a kick-ass drummer, and eventually a really killer bass player. And it took a minute, but eventually we found all the key players, and here we are.
Awesome. So you guys aren't original members then?
No, I am the only non-original member. Like, they started as a four-piece, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we were a four-piece for about 2 years. And we just cut our first record, Fight Back. We wrapped it up last spring, and then once we start to tour that, the new material, we brought on Zach. But Zach's been with the band now for about a year, and he fit in perfectly, so we're happy to have him. And he's cute.
Oh,
I kind of.
okay. So, you guys just came out with the new album, right?
Close.
Yes, no,
Yes,
maybe?
close.
Almost.
Almost.
The internet says you have, so that's...
The internet lies.
We came out with an EP, Weight of the World.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That is out.
That is out.
Okay.
The internet tells the truth.
I forgot.
We don't know.
So, who writes the music for you guys?
So me and Mike write the music.
Starts with us.
Yeah, it usually starts off with like a little bit of a ballad, I would say. I play piano as well, not the best, but hey, I do it.
She's being modest.
And I start off with a pretty nice ballad of a song, and then I go over to Mike's and we rock it up, we trim off the edges, and there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's about how, a big chunk of our songs start. She'll write this Adele-esque ballad that's really sad and
Crying as I play
and
the keys.
it's 12
Yeah.
minutes long, and it's beautiful. Like, it's great. But I'm like, let's make it a 3.5-minute pop rock song, and we kind of discussed where we want to take it from there. And yeah, it kind of just started that way, where when the band started, I was very adamant about not writing with Rachel. Because
Yeah.
I wrote all the songs, the other band, and she's like, no, we're going to work on this together. And I was like, that won't work. It's never worked with anyone else. Like, that's a bad idea. And then the first song we wrote together was a song called Animal, and it just clicked. It's never worked with anyone else, but we seem to work together nicely. So here we are, 2 EPs in, a full record, and then some. So
Awesome.
happy to have her as a writing partner.
Yes.
And she's ugly.
Yeah. What a jerk.
But Zach's cute.
Stop!
Oh,
Stop!
Zach.
It's also opposite day because it's leap year, so figure it out.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, that's fun. So, guys' songs seem to have very personal messages that seem to relate to everybody at the same time. you don't have to be like embarrassed about that. Or anything. Rachel's like getting lower into the.
Because she
thing.
knows it's all her.
Okay, so I'll talk to you then.
Yes.
So the inspiration between they're good lyrics.
Thank you.
You know, and I can't relate to all of them, but I can relate to a lot of them. But where does the inspiration of the lyrics come from?
I would have to say mostly situations in my life that affect me either in a very negative way or a very positive way. Like, writing music for me is therapy. It's a way to get through things that happen or still happen. It's my medicine. So I would say, for the most part, the relationships I've been in have been a big contribution for my songwriting.
Okay.
There's been a lot of random things that I just really wanted to write a song about that I've seen happen to other people, but they're usually things that happen to me, usually about relationships.
So has she ever written a song and maybe all of you or maybe some of you have been like, what the flipper is this song even about? Or like, what
Yes.
like you'll read it and you're just like, we get it, but like,
So I think we're all very close as a band. Like, we are all best friends with each other. So
I don't know.
Except for
I don't know, dude.
what does this all mean, guys? I thought we were friends.
We're totally best friends.
No,
Yeah.
so I think like I mean, I think we usually pick up on what because we always talk to each other about like, what's going on through our lives and stuff, and
Yeah.
I think we've seen like some of the stuff before, like just like, and we all kind of know most of the time, but there are sometimes when we're like, hey, what does this mean? But most of the time, I feel like I would say that we
I think
we
have
all
a
kinda
general
like-
idea,
yeah.
but Rachel does a really nice job. Where my biggest fear with having a female vocalist was writing songs about cute boys, but having that be like very like direct in the songs, where she might drop like a him or a his or whatever, but she does a really good job about keeping the vocals or the lyrics very broad. So
Yeah.
no matter like what the song it can mean a lot of different things to different people. So she writes it about very specific things, but she writes it in a way where everyone can relate to it. So credits to Rachel for that, because it makes it easier for me to be like, I can think of it and relate it to it in this way, and I think a lot of other people can.
There's
too.
actually a time that I listened to one of our songs, Paper Cut, and I kind of just watched our music video. I played it a couple times, and every time I listen to the music, I try to come up with something else. Like, what could this also be about? And like, very relatable.
Yeah.
There's like 5 or 6
I'm
different
a really good
scenarios.
lyricist.
I'm just saying, when you don't put him or her in
Yeah.
a song, and
It's something we kind of, I
helps.
think, established on pretty early in the songwriting process. I'm like, let's try to avoid that, which you were
Yeah.
kind of already doing, and it's worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
it adds to the mystery of each song.
Mystery
So
of each
you
song.
never really know exactly what it's about, but you can relate to it.
It's like
gotcha.
opening a bag of Skittles. You just don't know what colors you're getting.
I don't think that's an
I
expression.
think you're at least getting one of each color.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes it sucks.
Life is like a box of chocolate. Sometimes you get Skittles.
So Dan's been creepily in the back of the van, like staring at me with these. Yeah.
I'm the quiet one.
If you're so like you're the.
That's such a
No,
lie.
I know you're right.
No, Mark's
Mark
really
can
quiet
just go fuck
too.
himself.
No, so Mark's usually the quiet one. So it's
All right.
funny how Dan goes, "I'm the quiet one," and we're like, "All right, Mark, you're."
All right,
nothing
we'll
now."
talk to. First of all, I don't feel safe there being a gap between us.
I can feel it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Get up here, Mark.
So what do you do, man? Mike, what do you do? Mark.
I play the
They're all the
drums.
same.
I keep time.
Tries to.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
All right.
All right, dude.
All right, what does that mean? Oh, is somebody here horrible at keeping time when playing live?
No, Mark's
No,
probably
no,
the
we're
best musician in the band.
Well, I would hope so. He plays
Yeah.
drums.
right.
We're all pretty solid, which
The
is
rhythm
good.
section sometimes knows.
But
the
Mark's
rhythm.
like more solid.
Yeah, Mark's great.
So they
What would
come
you-
up to you. They want to start a band.
Mhm.
What was that whole interaction?
Well,
like?
they didn't
I
actually.
replied to him at first.
Yeah. Well,
So you-
that was a totally different band.
Mark wanted it in the band.
So, my brother knew Mike very little and knew that he was in their old band and messaged Mike and was like, "Hey, my brother really wants to get in the St. Louis music scene and get in a like a real band." And Mike was like, "Oh, he's only 17. You know, we want to do this for real." So then my brother sent him a video, and Mike was like, "Well, he should come audition." And then I did, and we've been together since.
He was really
And now he's 20, and it's cool.
Yeah, worked out nicely.
So there you go. There you go. How old are you guys, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so it's actually, we're almost in order. No, we're not. But
No.
I'm the oldest at 28,
Okay.
and then
I'm 25.
25.
24.
And then I am 27. I had to think about it.
And then I'm 20.
Okay. Okay. So
So we're all in our 20s.
Yeah.
bunch of yeah, you guys are like a little motley crew.
Yeah, that makes me the old guy. Damn
Yeah,
There you
you're the
go.
old fuck.
it. Fuck.
Dude, you're Mick Mars.
Yeah, dude.
You're
Oh,
Mick Mars.
That guy's like 1,000 years old. I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah, dude.
It's not that bad.
Freaking A. So St. Louis is the place. Have you guys
Yes.
explored outside of St. Louis? You guys have any
Yeah.
cool tours coming up? Like
We like
I've
to
explored
explore.
St.
Yeah.
Charles. It's really cool.
that's
Yeah, we a couple of weeks ago we went on the road for a weekend with our friends in rehab. We went out to Georgia. We did Athens and Savannah, Georgia, and some awesome theaters out there that were way too cool for us to be playing at.
Yeah.
But somehow they let us play. It was awesome. And then
Played Des Moines. We've been really tackling the Midwest.
Okay.
and then coming up, this should announce on Monday. We get to open for Mayday Parade and Andrew WK in Rolla.
Whoa!
I know.
Yeah, March
That's
14th.
awesome.
We're so
Yeah.
stoked.
March
So
14th.
that'll be dope.
Are you, well, were you allowed to say that, or
Yeah.
I mean, well,
As of
allowed.
right now, this recording, it is not. Nobody knows.
Now I'm putting it up like right now.
We're live streaming, dude.
I didn't tell you that.
Surprise!
Right.
No.
That's really awesome. You guys ever play in the Columbia, Missouri area?
Not with this band.
We've been trying to get in there. Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah, we're working on it. We want to get out there because both of our previous bands have played in Columbia, and it's awesome. I mean, college town, MIZ.
Gumby's Pizza, dude.
Gumby's Pizza is the best
Yes.
place ever.
Let's do it.
So awesome. So what's the main, when you guys write albums, you guys write singles, you guys write EPs, what's the main message you guys want to create as a group? Not as just Rachel's lyrics of like, oh,
Sure.
I hate my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But like, do you guys all relate to I hate my boyfriend, or what's the main message you
I
guys
know
want?
I do.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No, I mean, without the risk of sounding
Mike, you hate me?
incredibly cheesy, we have a slogan with the band that's "Live Wild, Feel Free," and I guess with that is no matter what you're listening to with our songs, we want to encourage people just to live the best life they want to do. You know, whether it's becoming an accountant or becoming a skydiver, like whatever you want to do, whatever your dream is, go after it. So yeah, we write about very specific things, but we hope to encourage an energy where people can just go out there and have the best time ever.
And also, it's like a reflection of the song meanings. Like, whatever you're going through, not necessarily relationships, but whatever struggles you have in life, you can overcome them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the hero of your own story.
Yeah.
We wrote a song about just that. It's called
That
Be the
was
Hero.
true.
There's a little plug.
So I saw your guys' most recent music video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was weird.
Oh, it was weird.
Can you please explain to me and the world the message behind that music video, or was there one?
So, if it wasn't clear, the video has nothing to do with the song at all.
that
So
was cool.
it was not about killing aliens. So that video was more about just what it sounded like sonically to me. Like it sounded like an alien invasion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you listen to an intro and it's so intense. So like we wrote it in the studio, and I wrote the kind of, I guess, the rhythm of it, and then Rachel wrote that melody that floats over the top of it. And when we lay that down, it sounded so weird and 80s kind of. And I was like, the only thing I can think of for a video is like a weird laser battle alien attack. And I had that idea for like a year.
Yeah.
So by the time it came to the video, I was like, guys, this is gonna be weird, but let's just trust me on this one. Let's have an alien invasion and just run with it. And everyone was cool with it, and
That's
you got
awesome.
what you got. So
Okay.
I'm just happy it exists, and it's as weird as it is.
It was the most entertaining music video I've ever shot.
Yeah, it was
Well,
fun.
Been a part of. I didn't shoot
Big
it. That
big
was
shout out to our cinematographer Dave Stankoven, who worked hours on the special effects, way more work than we usually ask him. So he's the reason that video came out and looks as good as it does.
And brought us Krispy Kreme donuts.
He did.
yeah,
Oh,
That was
he's
cool.
amazing.
I ate 3 of them.
yes,
Hey, that's awesome.
yes.
No,
I'm so
seriously.
happy you like
That's a
it
great. No, that was
because I was
great.
terrified to make it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about myself now. I never do that in interviews, but I
Do
will. And I was listening to that song on the way, because we're from Columbia, obviously.
Yeah.
And on the way up here, I was like, well, I'm going to listen to Wild and Free and see what else I could gain from their music. And I was listening to that song with my wife, and she was just like, you guys had that, like it sounded like someone just punched the music. Like, the type of, like, I don't know, I just
Hell
pictured
yeah.
a giant, like, fist.
That's awesome.
And she was like, man, that's like some powerful stuff right there, like in like some war music or something.
Yeah, exactly. She gets it.
Yeah, and then like I saw the music video. She didn't see the music video thing. I saw it later.
So she got that impression.
Yeah, and then
exactly.
I'm watching this and I'm like, oh, okay.
My wife's a musical genius.
Right? Now I gotta edit that part out. She'll never let that down
right,
if
yeah.
someone else says that. So, but yeah, no, you guys are flipping. Now, now the music video before that, I can't remember the song. Out of time. I thought it was Out of Seconds. So, anyways,
You're close.
Same thing.
it's close enough.
Seconds is still time. I mean, it's out of minutes, out
But
of
is
time,
it
out of
really?
hours.
Is it really though? Out of months.
Out of months.
Time is a figment of our
Out of
imagination anyway.
Skittles.
What is time?
That time
So
someone else said that.
we're never really out of it. I mean, there's
How
plenty
about
of it.
we're in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
In time?
We should have called it in
Yes.
of time. I don't know.
Anywho.
Anyways, so between that music video and that song, I mean, I felt they correlated, but is there a deeper message behind the fact that we all are wearing
Totally.
like a mask or whatever?
Yeah. So Rachel wrote the lyrics. That video was very much so myself trying to get her lyrics visually across. So she wrote the song about the evils of social media.
Yeah, how, again, relationships. How in the dating world now, in 2020 specifically, it is all electronic. Like, you got dating apps, you got the Tinder, the Bumble, all that fun stuff. But
What's a
even so,
Bumble?
you don't want to know. Even so, when you get to that point that you're, dating someone or you were with that person, like, social media can really be distracting. Like, if you're going out to dinner, both of you are on your phones. There's no connection in the real world anymore. And I myself, I'm a hypocrite because I do get on my phone a lot, but it's just, it's more of a public service announcement to get off your damn phones.
And we're the biggest probably people doing that, like being in a band in 2020.
It's a
We're on
illness.
our phones constantly, whether like we're working on Instagram or talking to fans. So like whether with our wives or our girlfriends or our significant others or whatever, it's like sometimes you're just always promoting or talking and it begins to be too much. So we're trying to limit it ourselves. So that video, we didn't want it to be preachy, but we're mainly, I think, talking about ourselves and how we're trying to be better with it.
Gotta live your life
Yeah.
in the now and
Yeah.
don't waste it on Tinder.
Yes.
That's
Or Grindr.
Yeah. Hey, I actually met my girlfriend on
But
Tinder.
now you're
Yeah.
like together and you're not on social media. Good job,
True.
Dan.
True.
Yeah,
there you go.
he saves time.
Well, I don't think it's bad for bands to use social media. I mean, Nikki Sixx himself even said he wished he had social media when he started Motley Crue.
Right.
Because it seems that at least as in the eyes of society, if you use social media as a tool to help your band or your business or whatever, it seems to be good. But like Rachel said, like if you're just at dinner with your significant other, you're both
Right.
just like,
Watching crazy cat videos on YouTube for 2 hours.
Positives and negatives.
that was a very specific example.
I know nothing about
What
it.
else do you- what else is on the
Rachel
internet?
does that.
Crazy cat
Maybe
videos.
about that. Dan,
Yeah.
all right, what's up?
What's happening?
Well, how did you start? How did you get this together? What was your thought process when you were working with this dude? It's not video. With Mike, it's Mike, right?
Yeah, that's
All
correct.
right, with Mike, what was your vision for this band?
Yeah.
Did you want a female lead singer?
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy.
He's like, no, I hate women.
Screw them. No.
I mean,
But no, when we started this, when we were watching The Rocker, we actually got out a notepad and literally drew what our stage plot would look like, what we wanted to accomplish with this band, and just wrote it all down. And we're just kind of checking the boxes off as they come, and proud to say that we've accomplished a lot of what we've set out to do. We're very lucky for that, and then still a whole lot of room to go.
it's
and,
amazing how much we're still following the plans after that one night.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
It was a good movie
But
night.
yeah, it was weird. we knew exactly what we wanted to do after that last band ended, and
Yeah.
now we're just executing, and
And now
we're lucky
we just
to.
got done working with Matt Squire.
Yeah.
Squid, squid.
Name drop. No.
Yeah.
And imagine if you guys watch Pick of Destiny instead.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
It's been
We should have.
completely different.
We would have been way better, yeah.
So I heard a rumor that you don't, speaking of picks, that you don't play with a pick.
I don't know who said that, but I play with a pick.
He plays with his necklace.
Yeah. I got
No,
my
yeah, really?
We all got our own picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I said that you only play with your fingers.
Weird.
And
No.
I was, and
I
I
want
saw,
a rumor.
We had one music
Yeah.
video where you did play with your fingers, but I was like, I feel like that was
Maybe.
just him.
Yeah, well,
playing
if it's
it was
for
like
an
an
acoustic,
acoustic,
yeah. But
I
no,
thought it
I
makes
always
sense,
use a
but
pick.
yeah, so I was on the phone with somebody, and they're like, "Yeah, Dan plays with his fingers," and then
Weird.
and then I was like, "What?"
I mean,
and then someone else was like, I messaged someone else. They're like, "Yeah, he plays with his fingers," and I'm like,
None of us use picks. Like, no, dude, cut this out. We totally use them, but we pretend we don't. Don't let anybody know.
But no. Yeah,
I use picks. It helps when I sing.
I definitely use a pick.
strumming the mic stand.
I manually strum my vocal cords. That's
Yeah.
how I sing.
Yeah, we
With the
use picks.
we use picks.
We all use picks.
In tune.
Intune, Savage Custom. We use
Them
picks.
are our boys.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to the
Do you
sponsors.
use a pick?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny because he's the drummer.
Gosh.
We're the worst.
This is the second most interesting interview I've been.
Second.
Yeah.
Top two.
We're a second.
It's like, what are we gonna do to hit number one?
Yeah,
Zach,
but-
show 'em your
You
boobs.
want that actually might make it. You know what you gotta do?
Can we all share one?
Thank God it's only audio.
We've been live this whole time on
Oh,
Facebook.
Oh.
There's a camera. There's a camera.
Mom, no.
Yes.
So you were 17 when you joined the band.
Yes, sir.
What was that like as a 17-year-old?
It was crazy because I was
comes
it was a dream come true.
You're like
man.
the Nikki Sixx of the group, man.
was
you're
Tommy-
like,
Tommy
you're
Lee.
like Tommy Lee.
Oh, he's
Tommy
a
Lee was
big
the-
Motley Crue fan.
Okay.
I mean, I love Tommy Lee. He's
got a
awesome.
Motley Crue tattoo.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, where
You
at?
want to see it?
No, I don't want to see it.
Hey, well, he's got to take his pants off. So
Oh, there we go. Oh.
The theater of pain.
All right, nice boxers too.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man.
So okay,
For the loom, dude. For the
so
loom.
17 years old. These guys are like, "Hey, you rock. Be in our band." What was that all like?
It was insane because I was just starting to get out of high school, and that's all I've ever wanted to do is like play in a band for a living, just do it like every day. And like with these guys, like it's just slowly like snowballed, and we've just started to play more and more, and it's just a blast. I'm doing what I love to do.
If there's anything you guys would like to say to future musicians that want to pursue this dream of being a rock star, what's that thing you guys would
Just
say?
do it.
Yeah, and I'd say do it for the right reasons. Do it for the love of music. Obviously that goes without saying, but just make sure you really want to do it for that reason. And if you want to do it with the band, just take your time, find the right people. Takes a lot of time to do it right, so have patience and just have fun with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it for the love of music. If you're not loving the music from the beginning, it's never gonna work when you're potentially at the top.
If you're doing it for that
You
end
gotta
result,
love it for the right reasons, or else it's not gonna love you.
Yes.
she
I
nailed
think,
it.
I think we've definitely learned to, like, you got to stay persistent. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days.
Yeah.
Like, there are going to be times when you're like, this sucks. Like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. But then you get another good day and you're like, I'm happy I'm doing this.
Just like
for
my
sure,
weight loss
it's worth
journey. I always have cheat days.
Wait.
So, I mean, just stay vigil and, be humble.
Yeah.
Like, you can do whatever you want as long as you set your mind to it.
Hug your bandmates.
Yeah.
Because
there will be.
I'm serious. Hug your bandmates because you
That's
will
what I
fight.
said.
So
Yeah,
make sure
there
you
will
hug
be
them.
Very, very. What's the word? Stupid fights.
Yeah, dude.
And you just gotta learn to let the little stuff go and kind of just remember that you're all friends and you're doing what you love.
Because you're a family.
I hate you!
Awesome. All right, that works. Wild and Free. Look them up on every social media.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Tinder.
And
Not Tinder.
if you see a creepy van outside your house pulling a trailer, it's probably them, so go say hi.
We have
You
candy.
have candy. Come inside.
And this is JC Radio, and we're signing out.